Hello, everyone. Welcome to Unwind with me on Lotus D channel. I have on my headphones today because there's a lot going on with the air and everything else circulating. So I drained out a little bit of that, and so I can kind of hear what I'm saying, but at the same time, y'all can hear me. Anyway, that's why I wasn't on here yesterday. So sorry. I have a situation with the air. We'll get it completely fixed by tomorrow, but thank goodness I have something blowing around. I have my little trusty old fan too that I'm working with as well to keep me glowy today. So I have a little glow happening. All right. Other than that, guys, I really hope that you all are having a good day. I really appreciate those who have subscribed. I am 20 deep now. What? Mm-mm-mm. I have a lot of views going on, and I appreciate that as well. But it is always great to see those subscribers that come on back to me because I try my best to keep you all entertained with some knowledge. That's what I try to do. Anyway, and at the same time, I really do appreciate it because I do want everybody to understand one thing when it comes to me as a human being. I really do want others to hopefully have something positive to take back with them. And even sometimes, like today, when we go over some topics that are a little bit more concerning, because they stem from the our emotional point of view, or our emotional intelligence, or our emotional or mental in this case, and sometimes physicalities, but more so mentally, having to deal with some type of significance of abuse. And it's very triggering, but I'm not speaking to physical abuse. I'm really speaking to emotional and mental abuse, which sometimes can be even worse. I don't think people really get that all the time. So I do want to disclose that information that you may hear this. Mental and emotional abuse stays longer with you than physical abuse does. Because physicality or physical abuse is still horrible. Um, I think too. I don't want to outweigh one from the other. But I know that when I speak to people, sometimes when it comes to consultations, there's a lot of different reasons why they get triggered. And, that's when we go into those big, huge, uh, acronyms. Is she OCD? Does she have HD, AHD, or does she... I'm not here to label anybody and put anyone in a significant place or box. I actually tell you guys, if you have a box, I hope you kick it open and flatten that bad boy. Because guess what? Life is so beautiful when you're able to take it all in. But I get it. We're going through some stuff right now. We're going through a lot. A lot of toxic friendships are lost, or should I say, friendships are lost because of toxicity, which is one of our topics that we're going to talk about today for sure in the next 2 days. The red flags. And as you guys know, I like to break it down so it's not too much and too overwhelming, but definitely to the point uh, that makes sense, not just to myself, but hopefully to you all as well. And you will already be able to take that back and examine your life. Because let me just say this to you, there's a lot of times that we are willing to put up with a lot of things from people because we feel like we're supposed to. We have been taught since we were a child that others come before us. And I'm here to tell you that's not true. It's just not. Because if you're not okay, then how can you help someone else really be okay to a fullness of the word? Now, I'm a little bit cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs, a little goofy at times, but I think when you have a growth mindset, you see yourself and you're real with yourself. And by being real, you're able to bring that rawness to another relationship or to bring that energy to someone else because you've been hurt before, so you don't want to hurt somebody else. But there's a lot of people out there who've been hurt before and don't mind if they hurt you. They just don't. So we're going to talk about four of those flags, red flags. I'm going to try my best to do it in 15 minutes, okay? But I do want to apologize for not being on yesterday. Again, it's all about the air. I will be off as well on Monday through Wednesday, maybe up to Thursday next week, due to a daily procedure that I'm having done. But please understand that I will do my best if I can to schedule ahead of time some premieres if I can. So I will do my best to do that. If not, please understand and have patience with me in that regard. All right. Thank you so much. All right. So back to what we're here for, toxic friendships. We talked about toxic relationships dating someone. We talked about a toxic family atmosphere, toxic parent, perhaps so, but we never really got into those grooves. We talked more about dating. The reason I want to talk about friendship is because we've lost some friends. I've lost a friend along the way because of politics. There's people who've lost friends because of politics and because of religion. And as we know, I don't discuss the depths of that, so I won't go into the reasons behind it. But you all can put two and two together. It's crazy out there in those streets, right? We're just trying to keep it going. We're just trying to keep living, and we're trying to keep blossoming as our own individual selves. I think of friendship, I think it has to be fed and has to be watered in order for it to grow. And that's anything in life, but more so with friendship. It takes two people. It does. It takes two people to build a friendship, right? Because it's individual. So those two people, one being yourself and someone else. And when it comes down to it, it's about what you put into it and how you show up and show out. And it doesn't happen just one time. Everyone has hiccups along the way, but if something that's consistently happening, then you need to watch out for it. The first thing that's not on here that I want to bring up is something that I believe in myself. And I used to like not understand this before, but now I get it. When someone tells me that they have a hard time with so and so, and I go, well, I've never had a problem with them. They never talk to me like that. They always treat me with kindness. Just wait for it, especially if it's more than one person telling you that. Now, they could be a gossipy bunch, which that's a no-no for me. I don't like anyone coming to me gossiping about someone else. But when someone comes with straight facts, or in our day and age, some receipts, then we might need to take a listen. Okay. So constant draining is someone that's always, when you leave, you're feeling emotionally exhausted or depleted. Think of a flower, again, plant that continues to start crumbling. The leaves start to go limp. They don't blossom like they used to. Depletion is dry. It's exhausted. Maybe you watered it too much. Maybe you didn't feed it enough. Maybe you gave them a one-sided point of view. All of that stems back to the growth of a relationship and how it stays solid and strong and with a foundation that continues to grow. The weather could come, the storms can come, huge flooding can happen in a friendship. And I'm just putting this out there. But when you have a solid foundation, it goes, it bends, it flies back, it does all types of things. It might even bury itself into the ground, but then it comes back up as a beautiful lotus flower, which is why I say lotus tea, because I believe everyone has some beauty within them. You just have to take time to grow it. Okay. So the draining piece, every time you leave, you're exhausted. You wish you had never gone there. You wish that you had probably not been around them. Now, this is just one red flag. There's many other ones I'm going to speak about, seven to be exact. I chose these seven because there's like 10 to 15. There's always more than that. But because these to me make me think of stories. And you know me, I like to tell you a little story. Um, Definitely not going to tell you one about this one, except that I had a friendship that didn't go very well because every time I left, I didn't feel like I didn't feel good. I felt sad. I felt anxious. It wasn't, it no longer continued to do what it used to do. It changed. It did happen within 10 years. It didn't happen within 15 years. It happened within 20 years of me being friends with someone. And I am no longer friends with this person. So, um, but it is what it had to be. Do I love them still? Definitely, very much. But I also understand that we changed or I changed, but whoever it was, it couldn't continue to grow. It was starting to go, leaves were starting to fall off. The blooming didn't take place anymore. It barely got watered anymore or fed anything to keep it growing. And then I realized that I didn't want to kill it like that, but I had to let it go in order for it to survive. And so we're very cordial, but at no time do we have, unfortunately, the same relationship we used to have because I felt depleted. Okay. Lack of empathy, unwilling to listen to your problems or offer genuine support. This is someone that always goes, yeah, girl, I know that's right. Boy, you ain't said no but a word. Okay. That's what you feel? Not really. I, th- okay, but do you really? I mean, okay, maybe so. I hear your point of view. I understand. Oh, I understand completely. Yeah, same thing happened to me 5 years ago. Same thing happened to me 10 years ago. Same thing happened to me 15 years ago. Same thing happened to me about 5 seconds ago. Stop. Stop telling me that. Do you understand? No, you can't. You're not me. I'm only me. But you can definitely say to me that, wow, I sympathize with you because that's really all you can give me. Empath Having empathy means you're not just going to be the person who listens to my problems, but you're also going to try to help me find a solution. And if I can't find a solution, you're just going to listen. You're not going to just hear me and say, uh-huh, mm-hmm, mm-hmm, uh-huh, uh-huh, mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Yeah, no, okay, really? These one-sided things, or tell me I understand because it happened to me 10 years ago, and this is how the story went. I didn't call you to hear your story. I called you because I have a situation and I need you to hear me out. So don't get it twisted. Just because I want you to have empathy, and yes, that means I'm a sensitive gangster, but I stand 10 toes in my word and I stand on business because I deserve the empathy I show something back. If you can't give me empathy, give me some kind of sympathy. Let me know it matters to you that I called you and tell me that and mean that by doing it with actions. Because what? What is that? Oh, action without words is nothing, period. And that's from everyone in a relationship. One-sided relationships always putting their needs before yours. So you always put their needs before your own. That's what you do. If they have an issue and they call you crying and you're in a car where you should be picking up, but they've called you 3 times, so you have to pull over on the side of the road, or you're at a restaurant having a date and you've got to go to the restroom and handle them for 30 minutes, and you're on a date. You're having a barbecue with some friends and you invited them to it, but they said that they were going on a date, so they couldn't make it, or they had a function they were already going to, so they missed it. But then you get it and you go to the restroom or you go away from the outside and you talk to the phone with them for 15 minutes and everybody comes looking for you because it's your turn to play, I don't know, whatever you're playing, whether it be volleyball, tennis, swimming, gin rummy, I don't know, something. But you are on the phone talking to them. Oh, you were, and they literally would tell you, "Oh, you're talking to them again?" And you feel like crap because you know you're supposed to be putting your energy into somebody else, into the people you're with, and you invited them, but they have an emergency. They have another emergency. It's always an emergency because whatever you're doing, it can wait. It can wait. You're at work. I'm gonna take my break early. Oh, I can't go to lunch with you all when your boss was gonna take you to celebrate. I'm just saying, guys, these are flags. These are red flags. I'm not saying you got to give up that friend. I'm not saying you got to get away from them, but I'm saying those are red flags. And if they consistently do the same thing over and over again, it's no longer a red flag. It's called red flag for a reason, by the way. Red don't change colors. Red stays red. You in danger, girl. Just saying. Watch out. Or you in danger, boy. You in danger. Be careful. Tread. I said thread. Tread lightly, please. Tread lightly. Last but not least for today, frequent betrayal, breaking your trust, or gossiping behind your back. Come with receipts. If you're going to talk about me, come with receipts. Come with receipts. I prefer you didn't talk about me behind my back because then I know I can't trust you. And as part of friendship, I trust you. You trust me. I trust you with my man. I trust you with my time. I trust you with my energy. I trust you with this. If I can't do any of those with you, why are we friends? It's scary, right? Does it take for you to get to a certain point before you no longer trust someone? Sure, it does. They break that trust. They betray you. If you're a private person like me, you don't want everybody talking about you behind your back, but if they do, you want them to tell the truth, right? Hey, standing on business. All right, guys, it's been about 15 minutes in. I don't want to take more of your time, but literally and seriously, we will go over the last three remaining red flags that I've chosen for you all for us to discuss. Please leave something in the comments. I always like that. It always helps me knowing that everything's going the right direction. Or if there's something that stuck out more than anything and you want me to elaborate it on that a little bit more so tomorrow, I would love to do that for you. But you got to leave a comment. You got to leave a comment. All right. Thanks again for all you do. Thanks for again joining my channel. And thank you for viewing my channel as well. And I will see you around. Stay bright.